everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Isaac, don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Welcome back. Oh, don't move. Why am I not?
I've got a gun.
Why am I? Oh, please. I've got a family. I've got a magic slug.
Oh, don't. Are you gonna go?
I'm gonna back up slowly. Okay. I'm gonna take you to my magic slug. Please don't shoot. Please don't shoot. Okay, he's this way. Just please think about my slug, Nick. Okay.
You've got a magic slug.
I've got a green power slug, and he will end you if you shoot me. Okay. I do not know what the heck this is. I've collected him. My slug.
He's in my inventory. A strange slug radiating a weak, strange power. What
oh,
the
man.
hell? Can I put him in my chest?
My goodness.
No. Can I put him on my hand? No. Can I put him on you?
What happens if you drop him now? Does he go back down like in his same...
Oh, yeah, he does.
Look at that. He's like an ornament. He doesn't even move. He's got
we
no
need to put him on a pedestal,
animation.
man. Pick him up. You have to press E for a while.
Here we go. I've got him.
Oh, you didn't have to press E for a while, Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's because he's my slug, Nick. He wants to be in my pocket. You know, I'm going to carry him around with me, keep him fed.
Like a Pokemon,
you know?
Isaac.
He's like a Pokemon, but doesn't require those
green slug. Green slug. Like the
green power slug.
Green like
power
the tractors, right? He's going up figure. Yay! Yay!
Oh man. So speaking of tractors, Nick, we spent most of last episode, and even the episode before that, trying to get Yeet 1 up and running, Nick, and automated to bring us coal, and I'm happy to say, Nick, he's working quite well.
Okay, this is good.
The few times that I tried him between episodes, he did manage to make it to the coal area and back again with a full load of coal, without any toppling, without any falling or anything like that, Nick. And you'll notice that between episodes, Nick, I've done a bit of base expansion and a bit of tidying up, try and make things look a little bit nicer. Yeah, so like I've connected the floors. We had two mismatched floors before. I've deleted one of them and made everything nice and flush. We've got these lovely little like conveyor belt raisers. I can't actually remember what they're called.
Yeah, these are nice. Really nice, actually.
Conveyor pole stackable is what they're called. Conveyor pole stackable. And they allow you to just put conveyor belts higher up. I also don't think you need to keep them. Like I'm fairly certain you can take the conveyor pole stackable out from underneath if you just want them to float like that.
I kind of like the fact that they're on little pedestals, though, right?
Yeah, the fact that they look like they would stand in the real world.
Yeah,
like they're not just floating aimlessly in the air.
I have a feeling that can you actually put multiple layers of conveyor belts through these? Like
you might be able to put another one on top of the pre-existing one, like this. If I don't have enough concrete, but can you see this?
Oh, yeah, I see. So
you can have another one above that, but you do have to start with the top tier up there.
Got you.
Although I guess you could put other ones like on... You could probably... If there were machines here, I think we could run conveyor belts under this.
Nice,
You know what I mean? Like, I think this would work just fine. So I'm going to set Yeet 1 going again real quick. I'm just going to put him into autopilot mode real quick there. Oh, man. Doing his flips. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he's
fine, Nick. He's fine. He'll get the job done.
All right, man.
All right, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I also organized the coal a little bit, so these are in a nicer position now, Nick. They're a lot easier to access, and they're all nice and symmetrical, and all full of coal, Nick, as well. We've got 200 megawatts worth of capacity to work with, Nick, and we're going to freaking need it, man, because today, finally, we need to start working on a bit more automation, Nick. We need to start automating some of those later stage items that we need to get our rocket, or our space elevator, up to the next tier. And also, Nick, I've connected these... pathways together.
Yeah,
well.
it's like a fancy staircase, Isaac, in a reception area. It's nice.
That's exactly what I was going for, Nick. I was going for a fancy staircase look. Oh man,
beautiful.
Not the most symmetrical in the world,
fine,
but
because there's a
works.
space elevator that takes everyone's attention off it, so it's okay. It's okay.
Exactly, Nick. Exactly. Okay, so this is I know. I think I have forgotten, and by forgotten I mean probably run out of resources to put down one of the miners that I took down, because I believe, Nick, directly beneath, like here, is our second patch of iron, which is currently not being mined. That is because I ran out of resources, because, Nick, all the power was out, obviously, whilst I was building the coal power generators, and so I couldn't do anything. Everything was just offline. Flipping heck. So I'm going to re-put that miner down, Nick, and I think the first thing that we probably want to do is work towards automating the modular frames.
Sure, shall I take down all the biomass burners, Isaac, and just take this
You
area
can do
down?
if you want.
I think I will.
Maybe.
Man. I think I will, because this is going to give me some resources.
Yeah, for sure. Another thing that I did think about, Nick, is that there are walls, and if it'd look horrible, but we could wall the tractor path to stop Yeet 1 from toppling off into the void.
Maybe, but what if he hits a wall and just gets stuck? I think that's...
He might still get stuck, but at least at that point we could take the wall down, reverse him into the path again, and like set him going.
I do find it quite funny though that he's like just at any moment can fall like 200 meters.
Oh man! Wow, Nick!
So,
wow!
I mean, just saying, man. I'm all about that.
Like,
I'm all about that life.
We have the technology to save Yeet 1 from embarrassment, from shame, and from falling off the edge and potentially sustaining life-threatening injuries, Nick. And you want to keep it going for your own comical amusement?
Yes.
Shame on you, sir. Shame on you.
Listen, right? Tough love, Isaac. He needs to learn on his own. All right, you can't.
Oh, mate.
You can't keep stabilizers on a bike forever, Isaac. Sometimes you got to take them off. All right.
You don't have stabilizers on your bike that you drive right now?
I mean, they were taken right off. They were taken, Isaac.
Oh.
They were taken.
You didn't call Liam Neeson in to get him back for you?
No. He was busy doing something else, Isaac. He was busy. He was busy like getting his hands chopped off or whatever happens in Star Wars, Isaac. Like,
I have not seen the Star Wars movies with Liam Neeson and Nick, so I don't get the reference.
That's all right, man. I forgot what he got chopped. Did he get his hands chopped off? Probably.
I haven't seen the movie, Nick. I don't know.
The viewers can tell us, Isaac. The viewers can tell us.
That's fine. I did learn, Nick, between episodes that when you start the game and you go to pick up what I thought was a map, like at the start, you get 3 options. It turns out, Nick, they're actually just different points on the same map. So that really green, lush area is around us. It's just further away. The map, Nick, is a massive 30 square kilometers, just shy of. It's 5 kilometers by 5 kilometers-ish. And it's huge. So there's just so many parts all over the place.
That's why when we went up to where the coal is, that's a nice lush green area.
Yeah, it gets greener. So like I think we're in like the top, the northwest corner, I think is what people told us. And so like if you head further to the center, you get more to that kind of like nice lush green area. Then there's even like a really dense jungle area with not a lot of space, but a ton of greenery for making like biofuel and whatnot. And so yeah, like it turns out it's just all the same map apparently.
Amazing.
Who knew? Who knew?
Okay, that is interesting. I reckon then the place we've chosen is quite good, Isaac, because we're not in the grand scheme of things that far away from the green lushy bit, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad. I believe the description for this area is that like it's got a lot of space, but is light on biofuel. So there's obviously not a lot of greenery around us, and so it can be a little harder to get power in the early game in this area. But there's a ton of space to build in, so I guess it's quite nice.
Okay,
nice little compromise. So I'm working, Nick, currently on trying to bring our efficiency up. So right now I'm just upgrading some of our conveyor belts to tier 2 conveyor belts, which can move up to 120 items per minute, in line with how much iron ore can be, pumped out of the miner at any given time.
Nice.
And so ideally this is going to increase our power usage, but also increase the output of basically every machine in the area, right? Cool. Everything should get a little bit faster with this upgrade. That also means that every single machine is going to take just a little bit more power, Nick, and that does end up resulting in like a large power increase overall.
We'll be all right because we've got the capacity to just add coal generators at this point, which is fine.
This is true. This is very true. Yeah.
I am working towards the steel production milestone, and I'll tell you what's been a massive help, Isaac, the fact that you've automated rotors, because I can just whack them in.
Yeah. Nick,
really
I've
nice.
got... have we got enough rotors? Oh, we do. Nice. I'm going to say
I've got 50 excess, Isaac, so we can actually do a different milestone on top of this steel one.
Nick, I am also holding 56 rotors right now, just in my inventory. We've got 100 spare rotors just ready and raring to go. It's fantastic, Nick. Fantastic.
I mean, if we have that many rotors, I reckon, tier 3, man, / whatever tier this is, tier 4 even, might be able to be completed fairly soon, Isaac, fairly soon.
Nice.
Fairly soon.
Also, Nick, our storage unit is full of plates, like 100% full of iron plates right now. Our iron plate storage is full. Our iron rod storage is less full. And the modular machine frame, I think, does require plates. I think that's why our plate storage is full. We're not actually using our plates for anything just yet.
Got you.
But I think this is fine. So the idea here is that we've got the miner, which produces 120 iron ore per second. The new conveyor belts can move 120 per second. So from the miner to the storage crate, 120 per second. From the storage crate to the splitter is also 120 per second. Then from the splitter, we can go back to the standard conveyor belts because they can move 60 per second. And the smelters can only do 30 per minute anyway. And when I say per second, I do mean per minute. They can do 30 per minute. And so they don't need any faster than the standard, at least not just yet. And then that's going to come out there at 30. Head on to here again. We don't need to upgrade those because those are all just standard speeds, Nick, which is fantastic.
Everything's going really well, actually. Man, I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much for free. Okay, so we don't have reinforced plate production up and running, right? Yeah.
We do not. That is something we need to set up. Let me put down one second. Let me put down a crafting table real quick here so I can see what is necessary. So to make the reinforced plates, it's just iron plates and screws,
right?
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah, it is. So you can just redirect some of the screws from maybe the rotor production.
So screws are a bit of an issue. So screws are one of the points right now where we're not even really being as efficient as we can. So for example, this rotor production that we have requires 132 screws per minute, but the tier 2 conveyor belts can only move 120. So as of right now, we don't have what it takes to make the rotor production fully efficient.
Okay.
Right? Thankfully, I'm fairly certain that for the reinforced iron plates, I think they only need 120 per minute. So I think so long as we can get a machine that makes 120 per minute, that will be good. The problem is that the constructors make screws at a rate of 90 per minute. Right. So you need like 1.5 constructors worth pumping into the assembler.
Right. So maybe if you set up another screw assembler and then have...
We've got 2.
Oh, okay. So if you... Maybe then you can redirect some of those, the excess, to reinforced plate production.
Right. So right now we've got one constructor making 90 screws per minute and pumping that directly into our assembler. Right. That needs 132 per minute.
Right.
So obviously this is a bit slower and it's not making the 6 rotors per minute they could make. It's making probably like 4 a minute. And so the easiest way I think for us to just get this off the ground would be to just use this second constructor and have that making iron plates. Again, it's not the 120 that it needs, but much like with the rotors, it's going to get things going.
Sure. Yeah, why not?
You know what I mean?
Why not?
Okay, so let me start by putting down some more foundation, I reckon, because we need some more space here.
Yeah, let's just take this. We just take this all the way to the other side at this point. It's really nice that you can build this foundation over nothing. Otherwise, we'd be in a bit of a pickle, man. Be in a pickle.
Now, we are going to have to use, I think, some more of those overhead conveyor belts, because you'll notice that, like, the screws are over here, and the iron plates are all the way like, over here. There are quite a lot of things in between, but I think we can make this work. Like, I think we can make this work.
Righty-ho, Isaac. I have unlocked steel production. So,
ooh, you've also, Nick, unlocked a Mark II miner, which can extract resources even faster than the normal one.
So what you need for that? You need a lot of steel bits. So I reckon we're going to have to start messing around with steel.
Okay, so steel requires both coal and iron, I think, right? Is that if I'm not mistaken?
Let's have a look. Steel ingot is, it looks like it needs iron ore and coal. So this is done at the beginning of the process tree. So you'd basically redirect iron ore to go to make steel and iron itself.
So the foundry replaces the smelter in that chain, is what you're saying.
It looks like it, yeah.
Perfect. So I think, Nick, your best bet with that is probably to tap into a new iron source.
Sure.
Like, there's a new iron source that's fairly close. It's underneath that big old, like, ramp that goes up to, the coal area.
Okay.
If we put a new miner down over there and then redirect some of our coal down to that miner, we can have, like, a foundry area over there, I think.
I'll go and find it. I'll make one of these. I'll make a regular miner. Because we can't make the Mark II right now.
Yeah. Okay. Whereabouts are you, Nick? I'll show you where you need to go,
I'm just by home base. I'm just making a portable miner so that I can make one of these miners. Let me just go grab some resources.
Okay. I am by the iron plates. So when you're ready, Nick, treat this like like when you play a game and they've got quests and they're like, when you're ready, come and
But
talk
you're
to
gonna
me
be
and
the
I'll show
guy
you the
that
way.
goes to-
I'm going to be the guide, yeah.
that's
So
cute.
in typical guide fashion, Nick, I'm not going to use the sprint key. I'm just going to walk at the slowest possible speed and lead you over to
full role play,
to
man.
the
Full
area.
role play. Just keep there for a sec. I'm just gonna, because obviously I need to keep you waiting, Isaac. Like anyone would make an NPC wait, right?
Yeah. For potentially days, Nick. You know, you just like,
Oh,
come back when you're ready. And then 4 years later, after you've
come
like
back
slain a
like
dragon.
you're there
and-
with like completely fresh stubble. Like you'd look absolutely brilliant because like you are just the king, Isaac. Like you don't need, you know, L'Oreal, because NPCs stay young forever, Isaac.
Forever, Nick. Forever. Like the first time you saw me, Nick, you were just like, you know, you were a wee lad. You just started the game and you had like, you know, no armor on. And now you've come back. You're wearing like a quantum suit. You know, you got like a jetpack. And I'm just still stood there wearing the same clothes I was wearing when you left. And oh, it's perfect, Nick. It's perfect.
Perfect. All right, I'm on my way. Here we go. I've got all my bits for my miner.
Okay. Oh, you can also the conveyor stackers have got ladders on them, so you can climb up onto the conveyor belts as well, which is super nice.
That is nice.
I do wonder as well often if we should put down, like it'd be expensive, but I kind of like the idea of having a Mark II conveyor belt that's just for transportation, because you move so fast on them. I don't know if you've stood on any Mark II conveyor belts, but you move so quickly. It's great.
I've not actually. Should give it a go. Actually, maybe I have.
The new one's upstairs. We can do it later, Nick. But where are you at? Okay. So yeah, this is the way we need to go.
All right.
And also, do I do the typical thing where I go like the long way as well? Like I go this way so I can like make
and then
it...
you've got to babble, Isaac. You've got to give me like 10 minutes of just uninspiring, uninteresting information.
Yeah, like my father lived here once. He was the one who found this iron patch. He was the first ironsmith in all the land. And then the new king came and took over the iron patch with no repercussions. He didn't pay my father anything. It was a travesty, Nick. And so my father, he got the villagers to gabble around, and together they took down the king and returned the iron patch to his rightful owner. And it needs to be that the voice acting doesn't quite last long enough to get you to the patch either.
Yeah. So this is where we just walk in pure silence.
It's right here.
Oh, nice. There's no monsters. I'm sad, Isaac. I'm actually really sad. Right, I have to get rid of this top bit, don't I?
We do indeed, yeah.
Oh,
I like that thing. I like that little bit of role playing that we got into there. That was great.
Really connected with me on a deep level. Can I make a Miner Mark II? No, I can't. Okay, let's.
No, we should, Nick. Nick. Don't put that down.
All right, go and put your foundation down.
Let's start this one. You know, let's get off on the right foot. Okay? No one likes to get off on the left foot. Like, if you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is stand on your left foot, it's gonna be a bad day, man. It's gonna be a bad day.
Right,
so always get off on the right foot. That's what I've always learned. At least that's what I take away from that saying.
So that's fair enough, man. That's fair enough. Right, here we go.
It's actually not too far away as well, which is quite nice.
No, it's decent actually.
Yeah, as the crow flies, it's pretty close.
I'm just wondering, where do I set up this steel foundry, right? Do I take it to the coal, or do I take the coal here, or do I take them both into the base?
I think that it would make the most sense to bring the coal down. I think you should mine the iron. I think we could have the iron run a little bit over, like maybe down to like here where I am.
Right.
You know, because then it's like in the middle between the coal and the iron. Like bring everything together and then we'll set up some foundation here, and this is where you can make the steel. Maybe have it facing like this way towards the waterfront. You know what I mean?
Okay. Interesting. All right, I'll set this to go.
But, you know, up to you, Nick, you know, personally. Up to you.
Okay, man. All right.
Do what you like, Nick. Do what you like. Don't let nobody tell you what to do, Nick. Don't let nobody tell you how to live your life, man. If you want to put it in the water, put it in the water.
I might do, actually. To mine some water.
You can't just build over nothingness in this game. So you can't just build like massive platforms that just go... Like, we can completely cover up the nice natural lake that we put our base next to, Nick, if we,
this awful,
if we really
like,
want to.
Grey girders. Okay. So this is there, and then I need coal. Okay, so we're going to set something down here. I'm just going to get a load of... I'm just going to freaking... Here we go. I'm just going to extend out this foundation.
Beautiful. I do wonder, Nick, how like outdated our like our RPG simulation there was? Because like, when was the last time you played an RPG, Nick?
I mean, let's be real, man. It's probably from like, you know.
Did you play Skyrim?
I did.
I'm assuming that might be the last one you played.
Yeah. I'm thinking that is almost certainly the last one.
Like when I was doing that, I was picturing the Skyrim universe, you know.
Yeah, same. And that was what?
I can imagine that was 2011.
Yeah,
that was, because that was 8 years ago now. I can imagine that the gaming world might have advanced a little bit since 2011. You know, games might be slightly better with when it comes to NPCs now. Although maybe not.
Probably not. Let's be honest, Isaac. Let's be real.
Let's be frank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Frank.
I'm gonna say, do you reckon people who are called Frank like the saying "Let's be frank"?
Everyone wants to be like him, man. I would.
Everyone wants to be Frank.
Damn.
I mean, that makes sense, man. Do you know anyone called Frank?
No, not a single person.
No, I also don't. Nick.
Frank Sinatra, Frank Underwood.
You know both of those?
Talk to Frank. Oh yeah, I've got my speed dial, mate.
Yeah, speed dial. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Do you use speed dial? Do you have like speed dial set up?
I used to. Now I use T9 dial, which is where when you know your phone keypad, if you type in like the numbers with whoever's name corresponds to the keys, you know how like 1 is ABC and 2 is CDE, right? So if I wanted to type in mum, it would be 6, whatever the U one is, and then 6.
Right.
And then she comes up, and then I just tap that, right?
Right.
You see what I mean?
I get what you're saying. Personally, I just go to the contacts page and just click on the person I want to call.
Yeah. See, this is like a quick way of banging that out, because so it gets it right after like 2 numbers. So you just do like 66, and then it's like there. I'm like, yes,
right.
That's what I want.
Okay.
So it's 2 ways of doing it, man.
I feel like, I don't know, Nick. I'm not that old, but I've reached the age where I'm not going to change the way that I dial phone numbers.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Like I'm just, you know, I'm set in my ways, Nick. You know, I'm a simple man. I just want to go to the contacts page and just call somebody.
You're a simple man with a simple plan.
Simple man,
Isaac.
And in fairness, Nick, do you ever call people?
Pretty much never.
Never.
Actually,
yeah,
I do, to be fair, but not much.
Really?
Isaac. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, so some people I know, and if I want to know something real quick, I'll just, bang them out on speed dial and then ask them, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm all about, I just text all the time, you know?
That's fair, man. I'm a texter too, Isaac. I don't want to, make you feel too old. All right? Don't worry.
Okay. I feel like texting's a young man's game.
Yeah,
I
don't want to make myself feel too
calling's
old.
Yeah. That's fair enough, man. That's fair enough.
Thanks,
Texting is just so much better, though, Nick, because there's no urgency. You know, I mean, you receive a text, you're like, you can answer it now, you can answer it later. Whereas if someone calls you, you're like, oh my goodness, what do they want? You know, like, this must be an emergency. They must be dying somewhere.
Yeah.
If they're calling me, like, what?
Well,
what's
maybe,
going
man.
on?
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Nick, this is a PSA. You're terrifying people when you call them. You're instilling fear into the hearts of millions when you dial those numbers, Nick.
Oh man,
they hear the ringtone that they never hear, and then they just don't know. It could be anything. Who's died? Yeah. Oh man, think before you call. Nick. Think before you call.
Isaac.
What?
Nothing, Isaac. I'm just going to use conveyor belts. I was going to say I might set up a yeet machine to like bring iron, but after the last time,
like 4 meters over.
I don't want to. I don't want to anymore.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I just really can't be asked messing with. I mean, I could, but I really can't. Can't.
But you shouldn't.
Yeah. I can't bring myself to do it. To go through the pain and suffering.
That's a good choice, Nick. You've made a good decision here today.
Thanks, man.
All right. I'm going to finally set up some storage containers here for our stuff. So we're now because before the rotors, once we got to 100, they just stayed in the assembler.
Ah, yeah, they did, yeah.
Now we can make more than 100, Nick. The reinforced iron plates are also now automated, Nick.
Beautiful.
They're being created fairly slowly.
Means we can, after a few minutes, bang out another milestone here, I think.
Do you want to select it so that I can see it on the screen?
Here you go. Let's do improved melee combat, Isaac. Freaking XENO-BASHER. Yes, please.
A XENO-BASHER.
I can't wait.
Man. Do you reckon you can? I don't know if I don't think the slug is actually a creature. I think it's just like
Just an ornament.
that yeah.
Right.
I don't know if it actually does anything just yet. Unfortunately, we don't have the modular frame automated yet. That is what I'm going to work on right now. But
Okay.
we're on the brink, Nick. We're on the brink.
Cool.
I like how you tore down all the biofuel generators, but then left the building around
Yeah,
it.
see, I was considering tearing down the building, but then I wondered maybe we can park our cars here, Isaac. You know,
Right.
let's just make some tractors just to show off and just park them. You know, the Bentleys,
Sure.
and the Rolls.
I do feel like we should maybe invest in a personal tractor each, and also invest in like specified drive pathways, right? So like roads around the base that you can drive around.
I like that.
I think that would be nice, yeah. And I think the easiest way for us to do it is going to be to try and utilize more of the conveyor belt lifters. Although I don't know if you can drive underneath those single layer conveyor belts. You might have to put like a double layer one up and then drive under that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that could be a nice, especially as the base gets bigger, right? And it's already getting pretty
I
big.
like it a lot, actually. I like it a lot. Do you remember when I was telling you about what the home screen looked like, Isaac, and how that was insane?
Oh yeah, the just ever sprawling, massive of machines.
Like this is a start for that, man. This is a start. Like it looks damn good. I feel like we were like going really steadily, and then it just shot up, right? And now it's just sick.
I think that's partly due to incompetence. I think that we were really slow.
Oh, it's
to
like
get that
wholly
space
due
elevator.
to incompetence, like just unapologetically. But it's fine.
No, it's partly. Okay, don't make me feel bad. Okay, I'm
sorry. Sorry for doubting you, man.
Okay,
nice.
So for the modular frame, we need reinforced iron plates and we need iron rods. Those two need to go together. Okay.
Interesting. So you're gonna get a bit of you have to start scratching your head with these ones, Isaac.
We're getting some real spaghetti here, Nick. I don't know if you've seen this current setup, but it is getting, and it's about to get even more spaghetti, Nick, but in a good way. This is like,
that's good.
You know, this is not your garden variety, you know, Sainsbury's own spaghetti.
Noodles.
This is like tagliatelle. Yeah. This is real stuff right here. Yeah.
Bring out the big names, man. Tagliatelle.
Bring out the big names. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Do you have like a favorite type of pasta, Nick? Are you a pasta man?
I don't think so. You know, actually, I like the ones with the holes in, Isaac. The straw shaped ones.
Oh, like the penne.
Yeah, that's it. That's what. Yeah, penne. That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
At first,
I
thought you were talking about like macaroni, like arms. Or
no,
what do they call them? Elbows.
No.
Because those have got like a hot. They're essentially penne, but just like.
No,
right? No. The flavor is entirely different, Isaac. It doesn't taste the same. That voice. No.
What are you on about?
Don't be silly, you plonker. All right, okay. Let me get rid of it. I think I'm going to get rid of it. How much do we need here? Let me check this assembler, because I have a feeling it's going to need more than 5 reinforced iron plates per minute. So a modular frame. Oh.
You're right, man.
I'm not great, man. So okay. So to the modular frames, you can make 4 modular frames per minute. But to do that, you need 12 reinforced iron plates per minute. And for 12, right now, one assembler makes 5 reinforced iron plates per minute.
Oh, Jesus. You need 2 of them.
We need 3 of them if we want it to be efficient,
right? We
need 15. But then each reinforced iron plate machine needs 120 screws per minute. Right? So if we're going to have 3 of these, that means we need 360 screws per minute. Right? And then 360 screws per minute is like not that many iron, honestly. Like that's 4 machines worth. 4 times 15 is 60? So we need 60 iron rods per minute, which is like through 4 constructors. Yeah, so we need 4. Oh God.
Yeah.
We'd need two smelters, going to 4 constructors, going to 4 more constructors, turning the iron rods into screws, going to 3 machines that are making the reinforced iron plates, including we'd also need more constructors actually making the reinforced iron plates. The normal iron plates, because you need 20 a minute of those as well. And if we had 3 of them, we'd need 60 per minute. Oh man, Nick, that's
pretty wild, man.
We need 500 modular machine frames to upgrade the sky,
that's
or whatever
a lot.
it's called, the space
That's
elevator. Jeez. Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, I mean, on the bright side, Isaac, we've got 5 more inventory slots. So feel blessed, man. Feel blessed.
Okay. Nick, the 4 more inventory slots really, really helping me through these tough times. The annoying thing is that it feels like it needs a ground up rework. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but I think necessary. For
Sure.
one, we can put down another smelter actually, because right now we've only got 3 smelters to every 1 miner, and you can, in fact, Nick, have 4 smelters to every 1 miner. So we can make our system a bit better. So I'm going to work on that, Nick. Okay, whilst you work on steel, I'm going to continue to work on perfecting our setup, even though it's going to sap all of the life out of me. How's the foundry coming, Nick? Is it coming along? Or whatever you're working on now? How's it coming along?
What I'm working on now is coming along very well. Oh my god. Where are you, Isaac? You naughty boy.
I am just by our iron setup, Nick.
Oh yeah, I see you. You naughty. You naughty queen. Where are you? Here you are, somewhere over here.
Have I got
naughty.
It's got like a little grabby thing on the end. Like
at the animation when you pick this up, Isaac, pick it up and just savor it for like 10 seconds when you put it in your hand.
He just whips it out and then it has that little think animation. Oh, that's so good. Oh man, it's like a... Oh, have you swung this thing?
I've not swung it.
Oh, Nick, you are missing. Here you go. Give that thing a swing.
Here we go.
Let's take it out and then just left click.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Right. Where are the freaking daddy long legs? That's what I want to know. I want to see.
Oh, my goodness.
See what I can do, man. This is lethal.
That is incredible, Nick. Incredible. Okay. Whilst you faff about with that, I'm still going to try get this online. So this is a little... Yeah, that's nowhere near
I'm going to look for something
work.
to hit, Isaac.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Just, be careful.
Oh, well, man. Don't worry. This is where I instantly die.
Yeah, we don't have any armor. I don't know if the game has armor or not. I would assume so, Like,
Yeah,
armor seems like the kind of thing that you would think is in the game, but as yet we've not seen any. I do wonder if it's worth us setting up like multiple floors to our
That's what I was
buildings.
thinking, get some machines on top of machines, maybe.
Yeah, because right now things are, like I said, things are getting a little spaghetti because everything is currently on like one floor, right? It might be not a terrible idea to try and mix that up, maybe. Nick, he's still going.
Oh, amazing.
He's just pulling in at the coal depot right now.
Oh, is it full?
I mean, let's have a look. Yeah, he just dropped off some coal.
Nice.
That tricksy little guy. Let me have a look inside of him, see if he's holding up. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got a bunch of coal in him.
Oh man,
and he's dropping it off.
He's doing well.
He's got fuel himself.
He's doing well.
Oh man, Nick, he's been going for a full hour and is still chugging along.
Rounds of applause, man. Rounds of
man,
applause. Damn.
I have never been prouder, Nick. Never been more proud in my life. This must be what it feels like, Nick, when you see your kid walk for the first time,
Yeah.
Or when it says, like, puts together its first sentence. You're like, oh, I taught him how to do that. That's all me, that is.
That's all me.
Seeing that guy roll away.
That's all me.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, look at that new green and pink boy, Isaac, lifted to the air.
Yeah, I see him there, man. I see him. Oh, man. Let me have a look real quick. What do these tier 3 conveyor belts need? They require, it's 1 steel beam per Mark 3 conveyor belt.
Is that all it is?
That's all it takes.
That is kind of nice, actually, because steel beams are... Oh, actually, hold on. Steel beams... Oh, no, yeah, steel beams are just 3 steel ingots, Isaac. So it's just 3 iron ore and 3 coal.
Okay. So I think, Nick, next time we'll come back. We should automate steel. Like, we should automate the production of steel with assemblers. Let me check as well real quick. Like, I'm going to cancel the recipe here. So the recipe for steel... Wait. How do you make steel?
Steel is just iron ore and coal crafted.
I don't think you can make it in the assemblers. I think you have to use the foundry.
Oh, how come?
Well, like, if you come in, where are you now, right now?
I will follow my thing to you. Oh, I'm just on the other side of this machine.
If you open one of these assemblers and just go to recipes in the top left.
Is it not there? Aha.
It's not there.
I see. Maybe then. Maybe you're right.
There. So, yeah, I think... And also, I do notice that... Oh, yeah, no. So the steel beams, I'm assuming, are made in the constructors then? Once you got steel?
Yeah, it's a 1-item requirement. So, yeah, I think so.
I do find it odd then. Maybe there's like a little mini foundry built into this crafting station.
Sure, yeah.
The fact that
you just kind of do it manually, apparently. I like that you can, though, because it means you can get started without having to make a foundry. Because I think you need steel-related stuff to make the foundry.
Right. What do you need for the foundry? So you need 3 encased industrial beams, 14 steel pipes, and then 8 concrete. Is that too hard to do?
I can have a look, actually. Let me see what you need for the encased industrial beams. Oh, no, it's pretty easy. I reckon I can smash it out, actually. Let me see.
Okay, Nick, let's do that at the start of the next episode.
Let's do it.
We'll come back, we'll get steel automated, and then, like I said, we'll take a top-down look at our machine setups and start looking at what we need and then what resources we need for all that, you know, how much of everything we're going to need. Figure everything out, Nick, resort some stuff out. But for now, guys, as always, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it with this help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, subscribe if you're new here to get notified as soon as new videos come out. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!